What's up guys, I'm Miles. There is the ThinkPad Helix, and here's the long-awaited sub-review about everything to do with this little guy, Stylus input. So first off, let me show you some of the stuff that I've used the Helix for so far in terms of note-taking and inking and all that kind of good stuff. So in general, if you're looking for a note-taking app, look no farther than OneNote. With the full Microsoft Office suite, it can get kind of pricey, but it is definitely worth it. So I'll show you the detail that the Stylus and the Digitizer can write with. So to show you this, I'll zoom in because the sensitivity is much easier to see at this kind of level. So as you can see, oh wow, I spelled Stylus wrong. So as you can see, there's not really any delay between when you move the stylus and when it appears on the screen. It's very much without lag. And I'll show you the pressure sensitivity as well. Now, the specs for this, the Helix, say that it has over 2,000 levels of pressure. I believe that beats out the Surface. I can't remember how it compares to full-on standalone drawing tablets, but it's pretty damn good. So as you can see there, pressure sensitivity is really pretty great. So as you can see, the Stylus does not have an eraser. It has the little red dot at the top, but that's not the eraser. That's just to stand out when it's docked with the chassis of the tablet. It does have a small button down here. By default, it seems to be just kind of a function button. Right-click a lot of the time. It depends on your usage and what app you're using. Okay, so something that is important is the one downside of this stylus technology, which has apparently been a problem in a wide variety of Wacom-powered digitizers. So, as you can see, this works even when it's slightly away from the screen. It works up to around half an inch, something like that. But, as you can see, hopefully, I don't know how well the video will convey this, but there's very smooth movement with the detection of the stylus until you get close to the edge. So let's start at the edge, and if you will, watch that little dot there. So I don't know how well the video is conveying that, but basically out here, away from around this area on the edge of the screen on all sides, not just this one, it gets a little bit jaggedy. It doesn't stay with the tip of the pen very well when it gets close to the edge. But the entire rest of the screen area is perfect. So for instance, I'll write something and write a number, for instance, and then try to circle it. See, that's the writing at the edge. This is what it should have been. And with circling, so it's really, you can't write with any amount of detail in this area. It'll just get way too messed up to be able to do anything unless you're just coloring something in. So as far as other instances of when you can use this stylus go, you also have stuff like Photoshop and Adobe Illustrator, and it's important to note that while the Stylus will work for these programs, basically all Adobe stuff does not have pressure sensitivity right now. So if I open a blank document here and use the brush tool, it's just like if you were to use your cursor. There's no pressure sensitivity there. That is coming as soon as they release a compatible driver, but it's not here yet. So the last example is basically any program that you find in the Windows 8 store. And what I've been using is Fresh Paint over here, and also to a slightly less extent, Autodesk Sketchbook Express. So, as you can see, here is a composition I've been working on. And really, the pressure sensitivity of the Stylus, in combination with these fantastic programs, is pretty amazing what it can do. I am by no means a great artist when it comes to drawing, but really, the Helix has a good enough digitizer to get me back into just casually doodling and drawing as a hobby in my free time. So in summary, the Helix is absolutely fantastic for inking and handwriting and drawing. It just has the one caveat of having low sensitivity, low accuracy around the very edges, probably 1-2 centimeters tops. So if that's not a deal breaker for you, I would definitely recommend it for this. As always, if you have any questions at all, feel free to hit me up with a message or in the comments, and subscriptions and likes and even suggestions for other videos to do are very much appreciated.